Hey guys, I'm Wiley. I'm Trin.
I'm John.
And we're back with another guest.
Hi, I'm Nathan. I'm a senior and I play tennis.
Awesome. So, can you tell us a bit about what you've been doing to practice for tennis in the off season for this season?
I practice pretty much like every day, 2 hours a day, at a club team, go around, travel, do tournaments and stuff at the national level in order to compete for the season and get ready.
Wow, that's crazy.
And you say club, the club is a Red Mountain Club, correct? Or is it a separate club outside of it?
It's an independent thing outside of the school.
Okay, so it's something, do other tennis players participate in that club?
Yeah, there's a lot of players from like Mountain View, one from Skyline, and a bunch of like private schools and stuff. So it's really a collection of like the best players in Mesa.
Cool.
So by joining other clubs, you get the best experience and best training to prepare for this season.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Wow.
Alright.
How long have you been playing tennis?
I've played tennis since I was 11, I want to say. Pretty consistently since then, yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, what got you into tennis?
I tried a lot of sports. I tried baseball, football, and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just like tennis the most out of all of them.
Yeah. Are there any games that we should look forward to that you guys are excited for this year?
The Mountain View game. Not only is it like a rivalry game, but it'll be like we're like pretty evenly matched all the way down the board. So that'll be like really interesting to watch.
Yeah. Have you guys had like trouble with them in past years?
We've lost a few of the years that I've been here. But we did my freshman year we lost to them, but we did actually win the city tournament.
Cool.
Winning over them, so that's pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah.
Is there any other schools? I know there's like with other sports they have different rivalries. Do you guys consider any other teams like great opponents looking out for this season?
There's a lot of really good schools. Certainly some that are better than us. I think in the past, like historically, against Hamilton, because our coach and Hamilton's coach are like really good friends, so they've been competing for state for the past like 20 years, something like that.
Dang.
Wow.
Right now they're really, really, really good. So it's a little less of a rivalry, but that's still like competitive, obviously.
Yeah, it'd be a fun game to look out for.
Yeah.
Don't know when that is, but unless you do, or is season schedule still out yet? Or
Yeah, they're out. I think it's like mid-March or something like that.
mid-March.
Awesome,
So
alright.
we'll
Coming
definitely
up.
keep our eye on that.
Heck yeah. So have you had any roadblocks that you've come across in preparing for this season?
Roadblocks for this season, no. But in past seasons, I've had some injuries. Freshman year, I actually tore my groin like a month before the season, so I was out for a couple months. And that was like really disappointing for me because I thought I could like play up to a certain level. But obviously my injury kind of hindered that. But this season has been pretty smooth sailing, so.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Best of luck for that.
Yeah. Would you recommend tennis to other people that may be looking to find a sport that they like?
Absolutely, yeah. Tennis I think is really good for like someone who's more of like an individual. They kind of do their own thing because when you're out there playing, you're really on your own. Obviously you have the team and stuff, but when you're on the court itself, it's really just you. So if you're like individual person who likes to work on their own and stuff like that, it's a really good sport for that.
Yeah, that sounds nice. Do you have any like past games that you've really enjoyed playing or teams that you guys have beaten without a second thought?
We've beaten a lot of teams without a second thought. Pretty much all the Mesa teams except for Mountain View. Games that I've really enjoyed. I'm trying to think. Last year, when we played Hamilton actually in doubles, and also Mountain View, so the two rivalries that I was talking about earlier, the doubles were like super, super close. So those are all super exciting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds.
So it sounds like our Red Mountain tennis team is a big deal, high up and really good.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, historically, we've also been like really, really good. I think we've won the region. I want to say like 13 or 14 times out of the past 20 years, something like that.
Nice.
So I mean, it's pretty consistently been a really good team. Yeah.
Alright. Is there any state tournaments for tennis?
Yeah, there is at the end of the season. It's cool because there's like a team state. But if your team's not good enough, there's also an individual thing.
Okay.
So for like individual players. So depending on how we'll do, obviously we'll decide that. But I'm pretty locked in on playing the state tournament individually.
Well, I wish you nothing but the best of luck
Yeah,
for going into
for
that
sure. Go get
individual and upcoming season. So.
Yep, I think that's it for our questions. Thank you so much for coming out today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And do we have announcements? All right, we are
Probably.
probably on to announcements. All right, please be aware we have 2 types of dogs on our campus, service and therapy. We have Lois, the service dog. She is strictly here for her handler and is not to be interacted with. This means no petting. We also have 2 therapy dogs, Buster and Anakin, and these dogs are here to be pet and interacted with.
Come help College Bound AZ with their upcoming Chicago West Festival at the Mesa Convention Center on Saturday, March 19th. Various duties will be available in 4-hour shifts. Check out the Sign Up Genius website for specific tasks or see Mrs. Bianchi in counseling for more information.
Red Mountain Carnival is back. This is an amazing event that will be held Thursday, March 3rd through Sunday, March 6th. On the 3rd, it will open from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. The 4th will be 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. The 5th will be 12 to 11. And finally, the 6th will be held from 12 to 8 p.m. You can purchase tickets early in cash at the top of the amphitheater during lunch and after school on the steps of the front office from Tuesday the 22nd to Wednesday the 2nd of March. Now on the topic, because I have more funny stories to tell
About
of the carnival.
Let's hear it.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure, because last day's episode we talked about the crazy train of, you know, me getting flinged around in there like 16 times. I'm pretty sure while I was in line one of those many times, I was kept jumping the line, kept cutting people in line. And I was like maybe 9 years old around the time. I was very flexible, like could dance a little. I could do a little cartwheel, and I didn't want to wait in line. So me and my buddies, we would go up and go, "Hey, if I impressed you, I can cut you in line." And so we would go to, like, you know, the high school girls at the time, and, you know, go, "Hey, if I impress you, you know, I can cut you in line." And so I did my little cartwheel, and then I jumped straight into the splits, like full on, like
Nice.
Just splits
Yeah.
right there.
it was kind of disgusting at the time to know how I could do it. It's pretty weird, but I did it, and then every time I got cut in line, and, you know, it was pretty cool, you know. But then I'm pretty sure, again with the crazy train, it always comes back to the crazy train because I had like 6 hot dogs,
Oh.
and then I went on the crazy train 5 times, and then
How'd that work out for you?
so I felt really dizzy, you know, getting off of it. Felt like really nauseous. I was like, yeah, I sat down for a minute. I'm good. I get on this like little toy, you know, the little, the rides that go up and down on the little like airplanes that go really slow.
Yeah.
So I'm going on that, and I start feeling my stomach ache, and then I get off, and then Lord and behold, I just puke, and then it goes everywhere, and like right as I get off. And I don't want to get too much in detail about it because it was very disgusting. But
Yes, it's
that happened, and it just was not a pretty sight.
it doesn't
So-
sound like a pretty sight. It's vomit.
So if you're new to, you know, carnivals,
Cough.
Trinity.
Like me.
Cough.
Trinity.
Never been to a carnival that I can remember.
my advice to you is if you plan on going on some crazy rides, don't eat too much, but don't eat too little. You know, you might get hungry.
Eat after you go on the rides.
Exactly.
Good
So
plan.
so then you don't be
Noted.
like me puking up the hot dogs on the little kiddie ride. Then all the parents think I'm crazy and I can't handle a ride. So, you know, just when in doubt, impress a girl, cut her in line, and then Yeah, that's
Throw
all that
up.
matters.
Yeah.
And then throw up.
And then
That's
throw
step
up
3.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, I guess that wraps up today's episode of the podcast.
Yeah, that's it. Bye.
Cue the music. Dude, I could talk about the times I got ditched at the carnival by girls,
Oh.
or like I can talk about the time oh my god, I have so many stories.